Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charles Benson and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We'll cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And folks, I'm going to go off. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. This is a topic I'm going to deeply enjoy producing. So, as you guys know, we've been producing content around what David Falk, Michael Jordan's former agent, had to say about where he ranks LeBron James all time. We've done plenty of shows about this. We then reacted to some of the comments that Stephen A. Smith made yesterday on ESPN First Take for going off on people who dare to say that LeBron James is not top 3. That it's unacceptable if LeBron is not top 5, or it's unacceptable if it's not top 3. And if you say it's top 5 or top 10, that's unacceptable. And I'm sitting here saying, like, bro, you are aware that a lot of people have opinion that LeBron is not top 3. You are aware of the fact that a lot of people have Kobe ahead of LeBron, right? But because of all of the narrative planting that you guys do at ESPN, no one would know this because you can't allow Kobe Bryant fans or fans of other players to go on that network. Because if you do, you're going to foil all of the plans that these guys have when they continuously push this fake GOAT debate. We said that. So I was out and about town trying to get actually no SIM card for my phone. And one of our viewers sent me a message on Instagram, I forgot his name, please forgive me, about a clip of Michael Wilbon going off on Get Up about the LeBron James Clutch Sports media machine and going at people at the network, at ESPN and other places who say that if LeBron is not number 2 or number 3, you don't deserve to have a basketball opinion. And he basically told him to kick rocks. He basically says he would rather be put in to lay down before he has to say that LeBron is better than Wilt, LeBron is better than Kareem, or LeBron is better than Kobe Bryant. And I'm like, thank you. Finally, we get to hear from another person instead of these twerking ass LeBron guys that we have littered all over the sports media landscape. But before we even get into what Wilbon had to say, today's video is brought to you by sponsor Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 daily fantasy sports with over 10 million members. Prize Picks makes it easy to get real money action on the sports and players you love. You pick more or less on at least 2 for a shot to win up to 100 times your cash. For example, this week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at the upcoming NBA schedule and selecting Stephen Curry for more than 29 points and Kevin Durant for more than 27 points and Anthony Davis for more than 12 rebounds and Luka Doncic for more than 8 assists. If you're like me and you like to play it safe, you'll love Prize Picks' new feature, Flex Plays. It's the safest way to play. You can still cash out even if your lineup isn't perfect. Plus, you can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. On top of this, Prize Picks puts their members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. When my picks hit, I can get my money as quick as in 15 minutes. So download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly when you play $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you.
It's Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. It's a debate that is both everlasting and excruciatingly tiresome. However, every now and again, you're rolling me while I'm on the air, Brandon. It's an interesting decision. Michael Jordan's longtime agent, David Falk, added a new chapter to this conversation yesterday. Here's what he said.
I really like LeBron, but I think that if Jordan had cherry-picked what teams he wanted to be on that had 2 other superstars, he would have won 15 championships.
Oof.
Okay, so for those in the room who couldn't hear what he was saying, that's David Falk, who was no longer Michael Jordan's agent, but was forever and will always be thought of that way, saying that he likes LeBron. Any conversation, any statement that starts with, look, I really like LeBron, this isn't
with all due respect,
not going somewhere good. It is the classic all due respect. He said if Jordan had cherry-picked where he wanted to go and had 2 other superstars, he would have won 15 championships. The only place to start for perspective. 12. 15's an exaggeration.
Yeah. This is who David Falk is. He's a provocateur on his best day. Okay, he's Michael Jordan's longtime agent. He is that. I'm a neighbor of David Falk and have known him for 45 years. Okay? I've had millions of basketball-related conversations with David Falk. No one should be surprised that David Falk is going out there with the MJ flag, because if you think that, stop. Just get out of the sports talking about business and go to something else. Now, I hate the conversation because it requires you to say something negative about someone who's truly great and all-time great to make your point. And that's the most tiresome thing about the GOAT conversation. But let me just say this. I'm not gonna sit here and say that LeBron James has to be considered better than Magic Johnson. That's garbage. I'm not gonna say LeBron James has to be considered better than Bill Russell. That's garbage. I'm not gonna say LeBron James has to be considered better than Kobe Bryant. That's garbage. LeBron James, one of the greatest players of all time in all team sports. I'm sorry, if that's not good enough, turn the page, get over yourself. So in other words, I'm going to proclaim and support and wave the LeBron James flag for his greatness, but if I say he's less than number 2, that's not good enough for you, to hell with you. And I'm not saying that as in support of David Falk. I'm saying that as somebody who has watched basketball and lived with basketball my whole life. I gotta say that LeBron James is better than Kobe Bryant? What? Put me in a grave first.
Fantastic. You heard what Wilbon had to say. Thank you. Thank you. We finally get to hear another opinion. Jay Williams was in studio. He was stunned. He was stunned. Like, wait, this guy gets to say that. And the beautiful thing about it is this. Michael Wilbon pulls rank on everybody that talks sports at that network. Do you know that? Do you know he has the #1 sports talk show in the United States? Are y'all aware of that? Better than Stephen A. Smith and all of them. So they couldn't say anything. And what he said is, if you're telling me that if I don't have LeBron in my top 3 or top 5, he said you can go kick rocks. But the bigger point is, LeBron fans, how is it possible that there's a guy with the level of notoriety and expertise as Michael Wilbon saying that LeBron James ain't the GOAT, saying that he's not better than Kobe Bryant? Let me guess, he's hating. No, they got a lot of these plants in media that their job is to go out there and push this agenda. They act like, oh no, LeBron media, we're very, no, you're not. These guys have contributed to the erosion of sports media and they know it. No one has planted more narratives in media than LeBron guys. Nobody. All of them, that's what they do. But then they try to act and hide like, oh no, we're the virtuous ones. No, when Michael Jordan comes back, he's going to make Kobe. So he's not going to make you dudes that been doing all this nasty work. He's not going to expose y'all. He's going to expose the people that been calling y'all out. You guys are super bozos. Straight up and down. Super bozos. And I'm glad that he said it. No, LeBron isn't ahead of Kobe to some of us. He's not. Never will be. Never was. Never was. He's not ahead of Kareem. You can take these little clutch sports guys that go around propagating this nonsense and they can go sit down somewhere. But the problem is ESPN has littered their network with these guys. So people actually believe this is what fans think. No, it's not. It's even a fringe opinion to believe LeBron is on Jordan. That's a fringe opinion that became popularized on the airways of ESPN because they figured out, oh man, you know, well, Jordan is the GOAT of this sport. LeBron is the face of the league. So what's a good way to generate some quick clicks and revenue? Let's compare them and act like it's a real thing. And then got most of you dudes running around here, twerking it up all over the place, tripping all over yourself, talking about, man, the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. They playing you dudes. They playing you. They all know you're not on his level. Some of them are drunk enough to drink that Kool-Aid. Most of them know they just up there grifting. And if you want to get in the sports media business right now, especially as an NBA commentator, you got to perform that grift. You all of a sudden now become a LeBron supporter. We've known you for 10, 15 years. We never heard that. All of a sudden, LeBron is great. LeBron is great. LeBron, like, yo, what happened to you, son? What happened to you, son? Y'all know who I'm talking about, Mo Williams? All of a sudden now you shaking your booty for LeBron James. Where that came from, B? These dudes don't even try to hide it no more. So I am glad that Wilbon is calling these clowns out because that's exactly what they are. He's saying if I don't think you're the GOAT and you want me, you can go kick rocks. How about that? And these sorry twerking ass LeBron fans going to come, he doesn't like LeBron James. He doesn't like LeBron James. He's a hater. He's a hater. He's a hater. He's a hater. Because in their mind, if LeBron ain't the GOAT or the second best player of all time, you a hater. This is how daft this fan base is and how dense. and how superficial they are. So I'm glad that he called him out. Even Stephen A. Smith changed up his tune today. Yesterday he was talking about, oh man, if you don't believe Michael Jordan and LeBron, then you don't know what you're talking. Today he had a different view, didn't he? Because the big dog walked in. All of a sudden your position is modified. All of a sudden it's modified. Yesterday y'all was so brazen and so bold with it. Yeah, man, you know, if you don't have LeBron James to go, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You don't even know sports. He not the GOAT. And to a lot of us, we got a lot of people ahead of him. Like Kareem, like Kobe. How about that? He not ahead of Kobe, I'm sorry. If you want that type of content, go to them dudes. They're going to twerk it up for you. They're going to rub honey all over their booty for you, and they're going to shake. We not doing it. Thank you. Finally, a different perspective is allowed on ESPN Airways over this made-up GOAT debate. Thank you.